Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be taking this Ryanair PMDG 737 from here in Seville up to Edinburgh. Hello everybody and welcome back to yet another full flight video here on the channel. Today we are at Seville airport in the south of Spain. Nice and early in the morning, nice golden hour effect, and we'll be taking the 737 up to Edinburgh. Just getting the catering on board. As you can see, it's a lovely day here in Seville, lovely morning. And yeah, we'll take this Ryanair up to Edinburgh. So let's get started. So into the flight deck, we can align the IRSs. There we go. We can put the window heats on. And we'll put the probe heat on just now as well. Why not? Seatbelt signs and everything on. If we can get it, there we go. Arm the emergency lights, put the local light on, why not? They are cruising at 340, so I'm just going to put that in now. And just in preparation for when the APU is on, we'll do that with the air conditioning panel. And we can leave it like that for the moment. The weather today, QNH is, interesting enough, it is standard pressure 1013, which is fine. In terms of fuel and things, we are taking 11.5 tons of fuel, which is nearly exactly what's already in it. And payload wise, we are taking zero fuel weight of 58.6 on the dot. There we go. If we go into the FMC initial reference, we'll just take the GPS coordinates straight away and then go to route. So we are Lima Echo Zulu Lima to Echo Golf Papa Hotel. We've got the company route in. Runway that we're going to use 27, I think. Winds are calm mostly, but we'll use 27 here. And the flight number is Ryanair 6761. Activate that and execute it. So departing out of 27 on the I don't know what the waypoint is, but we're going to call it that, just it's that one anyway. Just double check for discontinuities there, which there is none. Zero fuel weight, reserves of 2, cost index of 6 with Ryanair, and it's 340 on the cruise today. Transition here I think is 6,000. N1 limit, we'll do a takeoff 1, we'll do flaps 5, get the centre of gravity in, which is 6, which we'll just dial in now. So there's 5. Roll it all the way back to, there's 6 about there. So 143, 144 and 151, so we'll dial in 151 onto the MCP. And we'll dial 12,000 as our initial climb. Flight directors on, first on my side for master, and then we can arm LNAV and VNAV. We can start up the APU in preparation for getting us started. Yaw damper can come on. I don't know if I can arm the auto brake yet. Yep, we can, that's good. Obviously GSX going straight through the wing, excellent. Look at that sunrise, wow. So What I can also quickly do is set in the arrival as well at the moment, which is at the moment going to be, could change obviously, but at the moment it's the ILS for 06, and this is the star. We'll have a wee look at that on the plan page just to check for discontinuities, etc., which we do have one. So I'm not going to bother with Tartan, we'll just go straight from, yeah, we'll just put it there just so we've got a not as harsh a turn, and we may vector ourselves to try and prevent the harsh turn, but we'll see. So apart from that, we should be clear of any discontinuities, which we are. Stick that back to the map page, we'll zoom it all the way in for departure. As I said, QNH is 1013 here, and we've now got APU available, so we'll just transfer the generators over. I'm just going to turn on some lights to help us see, and we'll get all the fuel pumps on as well now. We do have some fuel in the centre, so centre pumps can come on, and we can ask GSX to prepare us for pushback. Turn the anti-collision light on. I will fire the hydraulics on. We'll just go to here. I need to set the parking brake, so bear with. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Ground services and remove. There we go. So GSX should be able to do its thing now. Go to the legs page here.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Oh, just put 2000 rather in on the, oh, come on, 2000 in on the transponder. We're not in VATSIM or anything, but it's fine. We'll just put it to TARA now. Nice quick setup.
Departure checks complete. Bypass.
I'm in a rush to get somewhere, so we're just going to try and do this and get off the ground. I am just going to turn these lights on as well. Here comes our tow truck. We can put the waypoint data on here. We'll put terrain on as well, why not, since we don't have the weather radar. GSX working wonders as the lady pushing this back there goes through the inside of the plane. In terms of pushback direction, we're going down to 27, so we just need to push back towards the right, I believe, which might seem counterintuitive, but because of the, you know, it's 6.5 a dozen, we'll just go right anyway. I don't know what way they would do it in real life, but it is 6.5 a dozen. Parking brake's coming off. You can see it's 26 degrees here at the moment, which, well, spoiler alert, I'm filming this using live weather at 6 o'clock at night in my time. So the weather might seem a bit out, but it's fine, who cares. I just wanted a nice early morning flight because it looks nice. Anyway, pushback starting, so double check the overhead panel. All fuel pumps are on, anti-collision lights on, so we can go to ground on engine number 2. We'll wait for 25% N2. There it's there. In comes the fuel. Wait for starter cutout, there it is. lights out, so we can go and start number 1. Again, waiting for 25% in 1.
Please set parking brakes.
Parking brakes set.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine
We'll
start.
just tell GSX that it's ready,
Good engine start. You can disconnect.
and in comes the fuel.
Unlocking gear.
So engine's all started. We can flip over the power to the engine generators. The APU can come off. We'll put the engine start switches to continuous. Packs can come on. Isolation 5 to auto.
Broadcast disconnected.
Bleeds on as well.
Removed.
Taxi light on.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Flaps 5 can be set. And we'll do the controls as well. Flaps out there. And yeah, let's taxi. GSX isn't going to be happy with us, but off we go. We'll just start the clock on the left hand side. Should have started that when we taxied, when we started pushing back, but it's fine. If you've watched any of the other videos, we're not offering the total realism. There's plenty of other channels out there that will do that for you. I think it's this one here. Yep. Forgive me, I don't have my charts open on the other monitor, so we're running kind of blind. And we'll take a left turn here and head all the way down to 27. So, relatively long taxi down to 27, so I will catch up with you guys once we get to the end of the runway. Okay, so after a real world delay there, we're sitting at the end of the runway and we're ready to go. So, park and brake off and off we go. You'll see by the time over there that I've had to sit at the end of the runway for a wee while. We'll just pretend that there was a delay of some kind, but we'll pull onto the runway now. All the lights can come on. Start switches are already at continuous. We'll arm the auto throttle as well. Round onto the runway we come. There's our shadow there, so we'll just go straight for takeoff, 40%. And takeoff. Thrust is set. Bit of a bouncy runway here, get 80 knots there. There we go, up we come. So positive rate, gears coming up. Up we come. Command A is on. Starting that right turn. If you've watched one of my other videos before, you'll have seen this turn before. in this departure as we went up to Porto in one of the non-commentary videos. I don't actually need that on. Climb thrust. Lovely views over Seville. Just bring the flaps all the way up as well. Just realised we never done that with these strobe lights, but it's fine. This is why you can't get all flustered. Nice screenshot there. Go. So we'll start accelerating now. Can turn the gear off. Starter switches back to off, and all of the turn offs, the retractable lights, so we've got as little drag as possible. Logo light can come off as well. Flaps are up. Auto brake off as well. And I forgot to start this clock as well. There's a surprise. I knew I would do that. Anyway, so we're on the way up to, well, we are going to be on the way up to 340. There we go. On the way up to 340, we'll altitude intervene it. We'll just set standard pressure as well, which is fine. And yeah, I will see you guys after some hopefully cruise shots, and then I'll see you on the arrival into Edinburgh. So bye bye. Hi guys, and welcome back to the flight. We're in the descent into Edinburgh just now, and yeah, so a couple of things. You might notice that I don't know how well it'll show through YouTube, mind you, but you might notice that the resolution or the sharpness of our instruments and things is a lot better. Obviously I'm running this on a 4K monitor, so I can see it's nice and sharp for me, but I had the anti-aliasing in DLSS mode, which I've stopped using because it is just going to turn on the anti-ice for the engines because it's cold. Sorry, I don't use DLSS for the anti-aliasing anymore because it has like a ghosting effect, which you might have noticed in the first part. The episode also is not as sharp. Slightly better on the GPU usage and things like that, but it's just not sharp, so I've switched that off because I couldn't actually remember what was causing it. When I was looking at the instruments, I was like, there's something wrong, but I couldn't work out what it was. But yeah, that's I've changed that now. So yeah, on the descent into Edinburgh, we're going to go with auto brakes 2 because sorry, auto brake 3 rather, because it has been raining. The METAR at the moment, let me just reload the METAR. Yeah, so at the moment we're QNH of 1004, light rain, and it's a whopping 2 degrees Celsius on the ground, with the wind at 070 degrees at 8 knots, so the wind's not too bad. We need a couple of things to get set up still, which is put our VREF speed in, so we're 151 with the wind, and it's 108.9 on the nav. So 1089, 1089. Make them both active. Yeah, as I say, that the instruments are much sharper now. It's actually pretty crazy, the difference. You can see a bit of snow on the hills. Yeah, just coming through 12,000 feet now, so a bit of snow on the ground. It has been, I don't live near Edinburgh as such, but I live in Scotland obviously, and the weather has been pretty much like it is seen in the simulator just now. So open. I've already got the seatbelt signs on because it was fairly bumpy. Cloud layer was quite high. Anyway, so yeah, going to come through all these clouds. If you're watching this video when it first comes out, there is a new series which will be starting on the channel soon. Just need to get around to recording and editing it. I've got it all planned. It's basically going to be an island hopping series, but in the 737. It'll be the 737-600 from PMDG. Just something a little bit different. They won't be. It'll be full flight type videos. That be full flight type videos that are just not edited quite the same. They'll be more edited down. These full flight videos are pretty full on. You get pretty much, apart from obviously the cruise, you get to see mostly everything that happens on the flight, whereas these videos will be edited down into I'm hoping 10 to 20 minute episodes at most. We'll see how that goes when it actually comes to recording and editing, but that's the plan. And just something a bit different. There'll still be commentary on those ones, but it'll just be something a bit different. So we're coming to 10,000 feet, so we'll just fire all the lights on. I've got an interesting turn to final. I know I said I would maybe vector myself, but we'll leave the aircraft to it and get it to try and do it itself. Into the clouds we go. Back out. Got the wind farms over there. I've actually forgot to record this flight onto Volanta, but that's okay. Interesting, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. Interesting cloud patterns over here. So just under 20 miles away from our turn onto final. Going to set the QNH now, which is 1004. That may update before we land, but we'll see. As I've discussed in the previous videos, the weather and the sim, if I can get the right camera that I want, really does impress me every single time. Look at that. I'm guessing that's snow. Can't wait till we get the weather radar working in the sim. See, we've got the local, the glide slope there just alive. Just passing 7,000 feet. Now, I don't know if that just got caught on camera what happened there, but my entire screen just went black, just this monitor. I'm having some issues with my setup at the moment, just my RTX 4090, I'm looking at it right now on the computer. The third fan isn't spinning on it, the other two are. I know that the fans obviously don't come on at certain temperatures, but it's, according to Task Manager, using about 70% usage. And it's at 68 degrees, so maybe it feels it doesn't need the fan, I don't know. But my screen just went black and I don't understand, it's just my main monitor that's doing it. So it's either a driver issue or I'm not sure, but it's beginning to annoy me. Anyway, we're coming in quite close to final here, so we'll put the localizer, or arm the localizer rather. Apologies for the viewers, I keep clicking the wrong button. It's been a while since I've had a chance to actually fly properly in the sim. The last full flight video you've seen was recorded a good few days before I managed to get round to editing and uploading it. Right, I've actually got that set to the wrong altitude. It's 4,000 feet for the approach here. Don't need flaps yet. Should be capturing the localizer at any moment, hopefully. There it is. We'll arm approach. We're bang on. Hopefully it looks like it's going to take this turn nicely. Plane has really managed its speed well in this approach, which is always good. Still in VNAV. Hopefully this will just bleed our speed off to get to the flaps up speed. We'll go flaps 1 since we are about 12 DME now. Let's bug to flaps 1 speed. On the glide. Now of course we've got a tailwind, which is interesting at the moment, which isn't helping our speed. 9 DME. So I'm going to go flaps 5 to try and get us slow down here. Bring that speed back.
2500.
Just going to bring a bit of speed brake out to bring this speed down. Can't see the runway yet. I'm going to go gear down just to try and again help bring this speed down, because this tailwind that we've all of a sudden got isn't helping. interesting weather in front of us. So our flat 15 limit's 200 knots. So I'm going to bring the speed brake in now, go flaps 15. Our VREF, what was it, 151? Flat 30 limit on the aircraft's 175. Quite a late flap extension, but that's okay. There's flat 30 coming in. And I'm just going to take it manually. Even though we've lost the runway kind of. Just a nice rain or snow band in front of it. But we'll be okay. Lost the monitor again, but it's okay, I'm back. That's an interesting issue that's only really cropped up since I last updated the driver. I don't know if it's losing it for you guys in the recording, hopefully not. It just disappears for about, just get a black screen for about 3 or 4 seconds before it then comes back.
400.
Bit gusty on the winds, but it's okay.
300. 200. 100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
And we're down. Idle reverse. Don't actually think they use idle reverse in the wet, so just bring it on to the thrust reverse D10. Manual braking. Stow the reversers. And we'll vacate here. And welcome to Edinburgh. Where it is horrible and rainy. We will start the APU, turn the taxi light on. Head onto the ramp. I'll just stop this clock here. Just over about 3 hours in the air in the end. In terms of picking a stand, let's go with gate 9. Is that this one? Every time I try to get on a stand, it just goes horribly wrong. Every time, every video without fail. So we're going to try and get round onto it. This fire truck's going to come straight into us. Love it. The issue in the game is when I right click to move the camera, we've actually done not bad there. When I right click to move the camera around, I don't have any authority over the controls of the plane, which is far from ideal. Oh, I thought Can't tell if she's given up or we're still going. No, we're still going. There we go. Parking brake on. And bring over the generators. Fuel cut off. Hydraulics can come off. Fuel pumps can come off. Seatbelt signs can come off. APU bleed come on. Engine bleed come off. Probe heat off. And window heats can all come off as well, and the anti-collision light can come off, and we can request deboarding. So welcome to Tenerife. Tenerife? Pfft, nothing like Tenerife. Welcome to Edinburgh, where, as you can see, it stopped raining for this moment in time. Appreciate this flight was a little bit all over the place compared to other ones that I've had. Yeah, I'm having some issues with the what I'm hoping is a driver issue on the graphics card and not the actual card, otherwise that will be a bit of a pain. I think it's a driver issue. I haven't had any issues and I've updated a couple of the drivers the other day, so I'm just hoping that is the issue. But in the meantime, guys, if you've enjoyed the flight and the video, feel free to give it a like, subscribe if you want to see more. And I think I will catch you guys in the next video. See you then.